Following its previous scandals involving waste production, child labor, and disregard for basic human rights, PRIMARK has associated itself with being socially responsible. So in order to have a sustainable future, PRIMARK needs to reconsider its business model and commit itself not only economical, but also social and environmental factors. This proposal will hence introduce a series of radical and incremental changes that will assist PRIMARK in its transformation towards sustainability. PRIMARK's current value chain is broken down in design, production, distribution, and retail stores. In order to analyze PRIMARK's current corporate social responsibility, we've used the 5 capital models. For the social capital, PRIMARK has a weak social image due to a documentary broadcasted on TV a couple of years ago about child labor and unethical working conditions in some of its suppliers. Apart from that, PRIMARK has always had a lack of transparency in regards of any participation with local charities and community projects. For the human capital, PRIMARK has inadequate attention to physical and psychological well-being of employees, and also doesn't have any plans to improve ethical trading positions in outsourced factories. For its manufacture capital, PRIMARK has low-quality products, resulting in disposable fashion. For the finance capital, PRIMARK keeps production costs low by paying workers in outsourced factories with less than half the current minimum wage. For the natural capital, PRIMARK has large amount of waste accumulated from factories. Apart from that, it has an efficient use of energy in retail stores, distribution centers, and transport methods. So we propose a series of transformations to reduce carbon and water footprints, waste creation, improve energy use in distribution, production, and retail stores, improve working and living conditions in outsourced factories, and improve training and development of employees. So by doing this series of transformations, PRIMARK should build a sustainability vision for the future. We've broken down all our initiatives in 4 main sectors: marketplace, workplace, environment, and community. We focus our initiatives according to the new value chain. For the supplier chain, we thought in introducing a new product line made from organic cotton. With that, PRIMARK will reduce carbon and water footprint. Also, PRIMARK should seek a stronger partnership with NGOs in developing countries. With that, PRIMARK will avoid unethical practices in production factories and by assisting NGOs in providing better living conditions for workers. One of our most radical initiatives is to centralize PRIMARK operations in the long run, by shrinking geographic spread of its production in order to create a stronger check and controls of its suppliers' operations. The initiatives that will affect the distribution channel will be consolidation of shipment by consolidating delivery of products with other high street retailers producing in the same factories and have the retail stores in the same locations. Another initiative will be energy efficiency and distribution operations by power saving in lights, creating a smart electricity and gas meters, and have a lorry fleets to use biofuels to cut down on direct carbon emissions. For the retail stores, PRIMARK should have better structured career progression and clearer training programs. Also, PRIMARK should install recycling banks in retail stores to encourage recycling, and partner with charities and local councils in order to sell and to distribute the clothes. Another initiative will be to focus on selected community projects and engage employees to participate in those projects. Let's analyze the proposed solutions for a more sustainable company. The new product line will draw green customers to PRIMARK products, hence increasing its market share. Also will cut down PRIMARK's carbon and water footprint. However, that will be very risky because of the high price tag for customers and will break away from Primark's current successful strategy of selling low-cost products in high volumes. Stronger partnership with NGOs will facilitate crucial knowledge sharing on how to improve ethical standards across its production operations and ameliorate the social dynamic in Primark's outsourcing locations. But the ethical trading team division will come at a high cost to Primark. The centralization of operations will have Primark to have better monitoring and control of production over operations undertaken by suppliers, hence improving the ethical and environmental standards of all its suppliers. However, some jobs will be lost due to revoking production contracts from suppliers in less beneficial locations. Also, there will be less flexibility in outsourcing production to suppliers across the globe due to centralization of production. The consolidation of shipment will reduce direct carbon emissions, but there will be a risk due to the lack of independence due to the sharing of distribution facilities with other retail companies. For the energy efficiency and distribution operations, Primark will reduce CO2 emissions and the amount of money spent on electricity consumption. But there will be a risk of unknowingly using a bioproduct that might have been acquired from sustainable sources that could cause further harm to the environment. The better structure and clearer training and career development program will increase staff retention rates and improve the quality of service provided. But that will bring financial burden to the project. For the recycling banks, Primark will reduce the amount of unwanted clothing in landfill sites, consequently cut down CO2 emissions generated due to the Primark effect. Unfortunately, that will have a financially disadvantage by costing of installing recycling banks in stores, promotion and human capital required to conduct and management the recycling program. The local community support will improve credentials as a socially responsible company, but that initiatives will be a bit expensive for Primark. So, by implementing our proposal initiatives, Primark can look forward to better profits and move up in the fast fashion ladder for its company image.